Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to talk about John Burton on this important event.
Oh, that's right.
John Burton, my friend of many years. John was the complete tea model. I could not have found a better and a more appropriate partner anywhere in the world. He drank tea, he spoke tea, he lived tea. I am just baffled by this honor which the New Zealand coffee industry is conferring on you. A tea man being honored by the coffee industry.
I'm here to say, as a small roaster who has big aspirations, that it's great to work with someone like John, who has such a wealth of experience, who is such a warm character, and who is very engaging and takes an interest in your business no matter how big or how small.
Look at all these beans you're wasting.
I spoke to lots of different people about how to make it work, and John was pretty instrumental in laying down the law. John was really easy to deal with and to work with, and was very supportive of what I was doing, and has continued to be supportive.
And he has helped a truckload of small roasters get off the ground. John has been one of those folk who is keen to nurture, I guess, younger folk. So I think, you know, hats off to him for being someone who's willing to take a punt on small guys, and in many cases I've heard he's, you know, provided a little extra credit, which has helped the small guys take off.
John gave us an unreasonably large line of credit, probably for about 4 or 5 years, to the point where it was almost embarrassing, to the point where I had to persuade him to let me bring the account up to date.
You know, like he helped me out, you know, when we started off and cash flow was a bit tight.
We could not have got on our feet in the way that we did without that assistance from John.
So the first bag of beans you ever bought?
Oh, absolutely, from John Burton. Well, I would have ordered one Sigri, one Colombian and one Kenyan.
You bought your first roaster from John?
Oh, yes.
John Burton was the first man we brought green coffee off, yes. He's a good man too.
Oh, the first bag of coffee that we ever bought was from John.
John Burton is undoubtedly a crucial, important element in the coffee industry that's evolved in New Zealand. One could almost say that it may never have happened anything like it's happened unless his without his input. So that would be true.
Certainly.
Yeah.
And if you look at the quality of the industry that we have reached over these 20, 30 years, you know, John is a cornerstone of that.
When we look at the success of the New Zealand coffee industry, it's been based on good coffee, and John never went down the let's get the cheapest possible. He just went down the good quality line, and I think that's just reflected throughout the New Zealand coffee industry now.
And he certainly has helped out. And John, I congratulate you on your award. And you know, it's not the sort of award people would give out willy-nilly. Gave one to you, didn't we?
Yes.
But John, you deserve this award.
Is this for the Lifetime Achievement Award?
That's what we've been told.
Well, you know what? What actually seriously concerns me here is the last guy, the first and the last guy to get the Lifetime Achievement Award. He's now selling roasters to cafes. So I don't know. Can you get this award taken away from you or what?
And
John Burton, no, he's a bloody good bastard. He's from the mould of when men were men.
Oh, John's is a gentleman.
It sounds kind of trite, but John's a really nice guy.
He sort of sees things in people which often you don't see in yourself, I think, and he just and gives you that opportunity.
Do you remember the first time you met him?
Yeah, he was a long, stringy sort of guy. His nickname actually at school was Toes, you know, because he had sort of big toes.
He was the brains of the family. I dropped out after a year. John was a great cricketer. He loved his cricket. He got as far as playing for the New Zealand secondary schools team.
Yeah, no, he was head and shoulders above anything else almost in our year. Certainly in our team, he was head and shoulders above anything else. So, you know, he was scoring hundreds regularly.
He was also a very good golfer and squash player. and of late, when he got when he was in a chair, he's got into bowls. And John has represented New Zealand at Commonwealth, at Olympic, and at world titles in paraplegic games.
He certainly wanted to play he'd rather play a new sport than play one of the sports that he used to play badly. So that's why he took up bowls. And then in 1999 won a gold medal in Christchurch, the World Disabled Northern Bowlers.
He's certainly, since he's been in the chair, he's just happy to give anything a go. You know, just nothing will stop him.
John's a party animal. I don't know if you know that. For those that don't know it, John's a party animal. He's a bit of a dancer too. When he was in Sri Lanka at a beach party, but he was in his chair. If you've never seen John dance, maybe after tonight you'll ask him and you'll get him up dancing. He actually works the wheels, and he can actually move quite well on the floor. He certainly dances better now than he did probably 30 years ago. But he was on the beach dancing away, and he fell backwards, and the whole party stopped. And they looked down at John, and John was lying there in the sand with his chair fallen over, and he just went and carried on dancing. And that's really what it was as far as John's concerned. For me, he was saying, hey, don't look at me, don't worry about me, I can look after myself. And he always does.
And you're always trying to think what comes to mind straight away when you think of John. And I wrote down all the classic ones, and they are John's courage, John's integrity, John's loyalty. These things are the first thing that springs to mind, but there's another one, and that's infuriating. And that's probably where and what it comes out of, all those wonderful attributes of courage and integrity and honesty and everything else and loyalty that John displays. I have never known anyone that can say the right thing at the wrong time like John.
A few campaigns I started to work.
He's just an utterly honest and loyal individual. He's like an infuriating big brother.
I had a cupping set up for a big customer of ours, and I wanted to show, obviously I want to show our product in a good light. So what I was doing was they gave me all their green beans, and I was going through and I was grading all the green beans, and it was taking me ages because we had a large cupping to do. And John rolled in and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm grading these beans because I've got these guys coming in for a cupping, and I want to show that obviously ours is of a better grade." And he said, like some sort of Jedi Knight, "Don't worry about that, it'll be in the cup." And then of course when I did the cupping, it was just as John said, it was just in the cup, and it was just, that was sort of a moment that I realised that, well, hey, what the coffee industry comes down to, and what John is big on, is that it's about what's in the cup. It was a Zen-like quality, and that's what it was about. It was about him just coming on in and saying, "Nah, don't worry about that, it's going to be in the cup." And that's what it's about for John. And it's about using really good beans. That's what the coffee industry is for him. It's about what's in that last thing, which is in the cup. And that's basically what we're all trying to get to, isn't it? It's that supreme cup of coffee.
You are truly an amazing man. Your courage, perseverance, your commitment are beyond most people, and to me they are beyond belief. I congratulate you on this very special achievement.